Hey, you probably found this video because you're thinking about moving to Millburn Township, New Jersey, and that's where we are today. This is our second video in Millburn, actually third if you count our video on Short Hills. I'll link all those down in the description. But today we're going to do more of a real estate tour. We're going to go check out a couple homes that recently sold in the last 30 days. It's the beginning of February 2023 right now. We're just walking along the Rahway River. Now, interestingly enough, we just did another video in Cranford that the Rahway actually goes right through the middle of Cranford. So if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out. I'll also link that down in the description. But Millburn's a really amazing community, and what's beautiful about the area, aside from the homes and the nice downtown, is the easy commute into the city. You've got about a 35-40 minute commute into Penn Station with Midtown direct trains. And here we are on the river here, really pretty. This unfortunately did flood a few months ago, but luckily it looks like they've recovered most of the stuff. Got some really beautiful mural stuff going on. But today, like I said, we're gonna do more of a real estate tour. I'm gonna cut through over here to Millburn Avenue and show you Goldberg's Deli as we're walking. And we're gonna also at the end, stay tuned to the very end, because we're gonna sneak in another sold residence, and I'm going to show you that as a little bit of a comparison to Millburn. But you're going to want to stick around and see what we have to share, and we're going to get started right now. If this is your first visit to the channel and you're looking to discover everything there is to know about the Midtown direct suburbs of New York City, then subscribe below and tap the notification bell so you can be the first to hear about the current market here in New Jersey and New York. Hey, I'm Jeff. The team and I, we get calls and messages, and we jump on video calls every day with people just like you who are thinking about moving to one of New York City's amazing suburbs, and we love it. So whether you're moving in 7 days or 7 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email so we can help you make an easy, stress-free move to the New York City area, whether you're moving from Manhattan or from London. So, as I said, we're here in Millburn, New Jersey today, and I wanted to sort of start off the tour. We're in front of the Papermill Playhouse, which is right across the street from the Carriage House restaurant. Beautiful little restaurant, so you can come over here, get a bite to eat, and then see a show. They're about to launch a new play. They've got lots of things going on here, and it's a really beautiful thing to have right in the downtown of your town, and something to definitely consider if you're thinking about moving to the area. So as I said, we're going to talk about real estate today and mostly show you a few homes that recently sold. Now, the reason why we show sold homes is, I'll be completely honest with you, the MLS doesn't allow us to show homes that are on the market unless we have exact permission from those agents and brokers. So it's a lot easier for me to jump around, and I think it's a lot more effective for you as viewers to see homes that have actually sold. So we drive by homes that have sold, and it gives you an idea of not only what they listed for, but then we see what they ended up closing for. If I just showed you around things that are on the market, it's not going to give you an exact amount that it ended up selling for. So I think sold homes are a little bit better to show, and they give you an added sense of what things are actually going for. So without further ado, let's jump over and see our first listing. It's on Berkeley, 10 Berkeley Road. Let's go check it out. So we're going to start off our tour today on Berkeley Road here in Millburn Township. And as you can see, I'm walking down a lot of Dutch colonials on this street, some side hall, some center hall, some with little porticos, others have been enclosed. But the reason why we're here today is we're going to check out 10 Berkeley Road, which is a little bit further down, but I wanted to give you guys a nice sense of the neighborhood. Some, as you can see, have been fixed up, others are in the process. Literally, there's some contractors over there in the process of being fixed up, and some still need a little bit of work. But you know, they are older homes built in like early 1920s. 1924 is the one we're gonna go by today at 10 Berkeley Road. This one listed for $899, and it was sold in 9 days. So it actually went over asking for $931,000. It's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath on a quarter of an acre. Like I said, 1924 is the house building date, and they said it was renovated in 2012. Also a Dutch colonial. This one has a big front porch we're gonna walk by in a second. But this just a beautiful day. It's actually it's actually February, but the weather is amazing. I'm just wearing a sweater. It's like 56 degrees, sunny. Hopefully it's not too windy for the microphone. But again, just wanted to show you Berkeley Road. We're sort of in the northeastern edge of Millburn, but here we are. Right behind me is 10 Berkeley Road, and 9 days on market, very quick selling. And just look at the beautiful old trees here. You get this beautiful old elm tree behind me. Really cute street. Like I said, mostly colonials, and mostly Dutch colonials to boot. You can see the little details on the side. I call them the sideburns on the roof area. But yeah, 10 Berkeley Road, sold for $931. All right, so we just arrived at our second location for today, which is Cedar Street. If I was to compare Cedar with Berkeley, we're only a few blocks away. We're right near the Wyoming school. Cedar doesn't have sidewalks. Berkeley did have nice sidewalks. And it seems like it's actually a Dutch colonial day, because we're here at 43 Cedar right behind me. And this one, also Dutch colonial, you can see has a nice screened-in porch. This one listed for $995, and it sold exactly at list in also 9 days. Looks like they have a side garage, sort of on the lower level. This is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 0.17 acres, so a little bit smaller. Also approximately early 1900s. This was a 2022 renovation, so brand new inside, if you look at the pictures online. And again, this street is a little different. You got more ranches. The homes are a little more spaced out, a little bit more older growth trees, I would say. But still mostly colonials, some Dutch colonials, some ranch style. And yeah, that's Cedar Street. We're again still in that sort of northeastern corner, or we're just east of South Mountain Reservation, and beautiful sunny day. Hopefully that wind isn't hurting your eardrum. This is a cute little house. I like that slanted roof to the entry. Really nice. So if you've been watching the channel for a long time, you know that I really love modern design and well-built new homes. And we're just over on Cedar Street. We turned the corner onto Myrtle, and I wanted to show you, this is 72 Myrtle. Really beautiful new home. I like what they did with the white and black details, and they kind of made it blend in. I'm not sure if that's original, but that white brick sort of sloping entry is really cute. But then you can see around the back, it's probably a new construction. And just, I love how they did those little black window boxes. I'll show you some B-roll, but just really nice design. Cool stuff, let's keep going. All right, so we just arrived at our third stop for today. It's a little windy, apologize in advance if the sound is funny. I've had some trouble with recording in the winters with the wind, so hopefully it's not too bad. But anyways, we just arrived we're on Southern Slope Drive, which is about a block south of Millburn Avenue. We're right near where the Trader Joe's is, if you've been in the area or if you're looking on the map. And we're also right across the street from one of the elementary schools. This home actually faces onto the elementary school. The home we're gonna take a look at is right behind me over here. This is 3 Southern Slope Drive. Now this one went for big money here. It listed for $2,288 and it sold for $2.2 million. We're gonna walk across from the sidewalk across the street. This is a 5-bed, 4.5 bath, a larger piece of land. This is 0.46 acres. You can see the school's right behind me, and here's the home right behind me. This was built in 1930 and renovated in 2011. Days on market was 29, so a little bit longer. You can see on the smaller homes, those 3 beds, they go really quick. The slightly larger homes, 29 days on market, still not that bad, but it takes a little bit longer, and it did negotiate down a little bit. It's a side hall colonial, and we're facing this beautiful school you can see behind me. So I just wanted to show you these three to give you an idea of Millburn. Coincidentally, I looked up the last 30 days of closing from today. It's February 10th, and these were the only three that closed in the last 30 days. So it just goes to show you how low the inventory is. And if you haven't seen my video talking about getting into the market and how there's a historically low level of inventory, you definitely want to check that out, because it explains how once interest rates come down again, people are going to be jumping back in even more, and it's just, things are going to go crazy. I mean, you can see on those 3 beds, only 9 days on the market. Can you imagine if interest rates were a little bit lower, back to sort of 2021, 2020 levels? I mean, the market's going to go nuts. So I think it's better to be in the market now, even though rates are a little bit higher. You're going to want to think about the numbers there. They're not as bad as you think when you look at what your out-of-pocket's going to be in the future if you're having to compete on bidding wars. So check out that video. I'll link it in the description. But what I wanted to do is we're going to go over to Short Hills, because coincidentally there was another sale over there, also a colonial, also a 3-bedroom. But just to show you the difference between Millburn and Short Hills in terms of pricing, let's go jump over there and take a look. So as promised, we're doing a little side trip because we're mostly in Millburn. We saw the first 3 houses in Millburn. The last one today, I wanted to jump over and compare in Short Hills what you get for basically the exact same size, actually a smaller piece of land. We're on Ridge Terrace, and this home that we're gonna see right now is 11 Ridge Terrace. We're walking up on it shortly. It sold for 1.3 million. Now it listed for 1,195,000. So it went over asking by $205,000. Here it is behind me. And it sold in 12 days. Well, days on market was 12. It's also a 3-bed, 2-bath. It has 2 half baths instead of 1 half bath. And this is 0.11 acres, so smaller than the other homes we saw over on Millburn side. Also built in the same era, 1935, side hall colonial. You do have the brick front, which makes it a little bit more special, I guess. But you're in Short Hills, and it just goes to show you there's definitely a premium to be over on the other side in Short Hills. And the street itself is much smaller lots. You do have sidewalks on this road. Now, most of Short Hills, much bigger lots than 0.11. This is definitely a smaller home. Now here you go. This is a much larger home behind me. But I just wanted to point out the difference in size. It's pretty much not that much, maybe a half bath more, but you're paying an extra $300,000 compared to what we saw over in Millburn. So that is our tour of Ridge Terrace. Hey, so I hope you found that helpful to see those 4 properties today. You can see from the days on market, like, things are moving quickly. You know, interest rates are high, supply is low, but there's still a lot of interest in the market, and you're seeing things go quickly at ask or above. I mean, the one that was 2.2 million, they negotiate a little bit because that's a little bit of the higher end of the market. Actually, for Short Hills, it might be more middle of the market, but for Millburn, right around that $1 million mark, things went 9 days, 12 days, really quickly. And it just goes to show you that there's plenty of interest even at these interest rate levels. And the point I'm trying to get across in the last couple of videos, I'll link below the one I talked about interest rates, is that once interest rates do come down a little bit, whether that's 3 months, 6 months, 18 months, whatever it is, you're going to see a lot more demand in the marketplace. And these things are going to go crazy. I mean, a bidding war is going to take place, obviously. From something that was 9 days, it's going to be like 2 days. People are going to just be like trying to figure out how fast they can get it. The other thing I didn't mention in the other video is something called the seller buy down. That gets you potentially like a 2% drop in interest in the first year, and the sellers are the ones that pay for that. Now, it's hard to negotiate that in an environment where rates go down, so keep that in mind. That type of thing might go away in the future. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. That was a really great mix of homes that sold recently in the last 30 days. Gives you an idea of what smaller homes and slightly larger homes are selling for in the Millburn area. Now, keep in mind, those are closed transactions, so it really does give you a more precise finger on the market versus active listings. You can see some of them above asking, some of them below asking. Now, if you're interested in getting in touch with us, we'd love to help you on your search. It'd be really good to set up a video chat with you so we can start off and have an introductory call and learn more about what you're looking to do with your real estate needs. Also, if you found that helpful, please like, comment, and share to your friends if you think this could be helpful for them. They're also looking in the areas that we cover. And in general, we'd love to help and be a resource for you here on the ground. So my name's Jeff. I hope you found it helpful, and we'll see you in the next video.